Veterans Preference Advantage. This is a great learning session for you because you're going to learn how you as a veteran qualify for great jobs. Many years have gone by and I have seen many veterans realize that they were qualified for these jobs and they didn't know about these special hiring authorities that are available for them. The Veterans Preference Act was passed by the government in 1944. It's been around for a while. It's coded as the Title V of the United States Code, Title V USC 2108. What does it mean? Well, it just means that you're qualified for jobs based on your military service. How exciting for our veterans! There is no guarantee, of course, but with your knowledge of this, you have an 80% chance of getting a job. I really believe that. I believe that you can get a job with knowing this. Now, when 2012 came around, they made some changes to the ability to hire veterans, and that was due to our president's executive orders. He was the one that was able to implement more benefits for our veterans. The president was able to provide more benefits for our veterans based on executive orders. So he really pushed for our veterans to get these jobs. What a great thing. It is just so awesome. It made me more excited about helping veterans because I learned all about it and was able to share with other veterans. Are you eligible as a veteran? Yes, you are. The entitlement that you have, starting with 5 points just on your basic 3-year service, or you can also, if you are a veteran who has served in the reserves and you served overseas or during a wartime 180 days, you qualify. Between August of 1990 to 1992, that's when they decided to implement the fact that if you served 180 days overseas in a different campaign and received a campaign medal during wartime, you would be eligible. Now, the 10-point preference eligible is when you served at any time, but your service-connected disability is what's going to give you the 10 points. You have also, if you're a Purple Heart, you get the eligibility. So more about the preferences, you have these different acronyms, the CPS, the CP, the XP, the TP. Now those you can, if you review them, they can be initials that you could put at the top of your resume, and you would have to know which acronyms apply to you. The CPS is for the rating of 30% or more. The CP is a 10% or less, still get the 10 points. The XP is a little less than 10%, and you still get 10 points. And then the TP is the 5 points. Now for spouses who have 100% disabled veterans, they can also apply for jobs with a spouse preference. That would have to be determined by you and the employer, but you would have to indicate with paperwork that your husband is not able to work. If he's not able to work at 100%, then the wife would get the spouse preference. There's also widows and widowers preference. Mothers of deceased veterans get preference. So the hiring reform in the veterans preference took place in 2010. Again, an executive order by our president who contributed to helping veterans get jobs. The special hiring authority is very extensive. You want to really do your research to understand how you qualify under a non-competitive appointment, you will hear this from your counselor or from someone that you qualify as a non-competitive appointment or a veterans recruitment appointment, a VRA, the vocational rehabilitation programs that you're under, the training program, or the VEOA that doesn't have points, but it will open you for opportunities within the federal government. So learning about those is very easy if you do your research, but they're ways to get a federal job with preference. So let's say you don't have a service-connected disability. You still may have the VRA or the VEOA. So under specific announcements, you may see there's a position that says for employees only, but it says also VEOA. Now, if you're VEOA, that means that you have the opportunity as an employee, you're considered an employee. You can apply for those jobs that the employees apply for. You can apply for jobs just like you are an employee. Of course, you have to always have proof. You have to have your DD-214 available so that you can submit that into your application. So what is a Schedule A? I get many veterans to ask me about the Schedule A letter, and a Schedule A is important if you want to get a special hiring authority with that letter. The agency may create a position if you have that Schedule A letter. You can contact them and say, you know, I am looking for a job and I do have a Schedule A letter. The federal government has to place people so many in different categories, so they may have an opening where they can place you as a Schedule A candidate. So it's a good thing to look into the Schedule A letter, because it's another special hiring authority that will get you a job. Now let's say you get disqualified and you really don't understand why. You feel, I met all the qualifications, my resume's right, I feel that I was qualified. There is a place where you can research to find out why, and it will be investigated. And this is a good one for our veterans to know, because sometimes it may not have been justified and explained to you, and they do need to explain to you. You do have a right to know why you were not selected for the position. And if they give you an answer like, well, no, you didn't qualify, oh no, I'm sorry, then I would research this website, and it's with the Labor Department, Department of Labor, and I would recommend that you research that website and find out why they did not select you. You have a right to know.